Hello, hello, hello. If you are already live or you are on the replay, take a breath. Take a nice deep breath. If you are already watching this, and while we are waiting for more people to come in, take a breath. Remove any distractions. Gonna clear your energy field a little bit while we're waiting. So take a nice deep breath, remove any distractions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just jumping in, we're gonna wait a few moments. And while we're waiting, just clearing your energy field a little bit. So take a nice deep breath. Hello, 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 and leave a comment below. I'm super excited that you're here. Welcome to the Soul Infused Monday show. So let me clear a little more. I'm going to give it a minute. So if you're already live on the show, if you are on the replay, take a nice deep breath. You can even close your eyes for a moment if you want. Just clearing a little bit some of your stuff from your field before we get started. And leave me a comment below and say hello. And I'm going to start in just a few seconds officially. Get a glass of water, grab something to take notes. You do want to take notes. And also grab your wallet or your purse or where you are actually carrying your money with you. Just have it close by. So your purse, your wallet, wherever you have your money, when you go out, you want to have it close by here. Okay, so I'm going to officially start. Welcome to today's Soul Infused Monday show, where we are going to talk about money. Money, money, money. And I'm going to share with you 4 simple habits to create more abundance this year. Now, money, and I'm repeating the word several times because I know for a lot, especially for women, funny enough, I mean, not funny enough, but sometimes even a taboo. There's a lot of shame involved, a lot of, not talking about it, not being open about it. So I want to talk about money today. I'm going to tell you also why I'm doing this. And I'm going to give you a quick a little overview in just a minute. I just want to say hello. I'm going to go through your comments real quick, and then I'm going to jump into the content because I have a lot to cover today, and I'm super excited to start this new year with you and to create abundance together. So who's here? Live, Emily, hello. Linda, good morning. Tina, hello, hello. Ellen, good afternoon. Okay, fantastic. So let's get this show started. Are you actually struggling with money, or is this something that you're busy with? Is it something, when you think about money, when you tune in, does this create happiness, joy, openness, or more anxiety, tense emotions, or constriction? Or maybe you feel good about money, but you would like to have more of it. And also, whether you struggle right now or you have in the past, whether this is an issue for you right now, you will get a lot out of this show today, because the 4 habits that I'm going to share, you can also use them for other areas in your life. So either way, stay with us. I'm going to tell you a few stories. I'm going to share 4 habits with you. I have 2 bonus tips actually at the end as well. And also, to be straightforward, right now, I want you to know, so that later, if that's something that interests you, great. And if not, you just can simply hold space and be there and enjoy the habits. I am going to invite you for something today. I am doing something to help you clear your money blocks. And I am going to make you an offer later today. If this is something that resonates with you, you will love it. And it's going to be a super, super, super special invitation for 1 hour for just a no-brainer, so that your money things cannot talk you out of it. And if that doesn't resonate with you, the content alone from today can make a huge, huge difference. But I wanted to say that already. So grab a pen and a paper. You want to be prepared, and let's dive in. And I want to also give a quick disclaimer. Now, the habits that I'm going to share are super powerful. Some of them you might already do, some of them you might already heard. When it comes to money, be mindful and aware that your stuff might come up. So if you feel resistance about what you hear, or if you think, yeah, Sonia, that sounds nice, I've done this before, it doesn't work for me, or, oh, what a stupid idea. Like whatever comes up, welcome it. Any judgment, any resistance, any belief that is coming up around money, write it down. Write it down. Welcome it. I welcome it. Whatever you think about what I'm sharing, if you hate it, love it, judge it, reject it, embrace it, you are welcome. And I want you to pay attention to what's coming up. That alone might make a huge difference because you're going to discover a lot of the things about money. Okay, deal? Grab a pen and a paper, have a sip of water, and take notes if anything comes up. You can recognize it when you think, yes, but, for example. Yeah? Hi, Gwen. So great to see you. Boop, boop. Yeah. Okay. And I also want to check my notes here real quick because there's so much content. I could talk about this a lot, but I really want to give you as much as I can today. And then I will make you that offer later and share an opportunity where you can work with me and clear your money blocks this month. Not wait any longer. Take a deep breath. And here's why I'm doing this. I want to share this with you because it's important to me that you understand where I'm coming from. Because if you have been following me or you know or you've worked with me before, money is not something that I particularly focus on, although I work with my clients sometimes on that because it's very limiting. Now, when I was meditating, first of all, I feel like on fire this year. Last year was a very challenging year full of challenges, pain, and a lot of growth. And I feel that this coming into this new year, I'm so, in so many ways, so transformed, and I get so much content and information and downloads that I want you to stick with me this year because you're going to thrive. Like, just come back every Monday. I have so much to share. I even get to bring my energy back and pace it so I don't overwhelm my people. Okay. But having said that, one of the things that keep people that holds people back when it comes to inner work is often, not always, but often also the money piece. And why I'm doing this, and I'm only doing this one time, is because I want to help you to do the inner work. That's my intention, whether it's with me or someone else. I'm not attached to you doing this with me. But I want you to do and keep doing the inner work as much as you want, need, and like, and desire to grow. Now, if money is one piece that is holding you back for doing that, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. So I want to help you to shift your energy around money, to clear some of the money beliefs, and to really tap into this year that's not gonna hold you back as much anymore. Does it make sense? I just want you to do the work. I just want the world to do the work and to not find money as a reason or excuse to not do it. Okay, let's jump in. Habit number 1. So for habit number 1, you do want to have your purse or wallet with you, something, wherever you have your money in. Okay, this is where I have my money in currently. So I'm going to give you a moment in case you jumped in a little later. Take it. Engage and participate, by the way. Don't just listen. Just really tap into this here. Stay with me until the end. This might be a little bit of a longer show, but it will make a difference if you apply these habits. And again, these are habits, and they're not going to work overnight because you got to practice them. So don't do it one time and think, oh, this is stupid, it doesn't work for me. You build on it, and they will make a difference. If you believe in them or not, or if you think they're stupid or not, it doesn't even matter. Okay? Give me your thumbs up if you agree, if you are ready, and if you are happy to. Give me a thumbs up if you have this. I want to know. And if you are like super tech savvy and quick and you want to take a picture of yours and post it. Okay. So habit number 1, take care of your money. Now that can mean a lot of things, but habit number 1, take care of your money. And I will give you a few pointers to this. How do you treat money? How do you take care of your money? Money is energy, by the way. Money is not good or bad. Money is nothing. Money is neutral until you attach a story, belief, emotion to it. Money is nothing without that. So I just want to put that out there. So money is not good. You can create a totally new relationship with money. So show respect, love it, take care of it. And one habit that I started a long time ago, I don't even remember, and I've been doing it to this day, is take care of how you organize and keep your money. Meaning, you want to have your money somewhere nice, in a nice wallet, in a nice purse. Like this might not look very nice, but I love how it's organized. I have this for a couple of years. I want to get a new one, but where I live, I haven't found one yet. Now, you want to feel good grabbing this. You want to keep it nice and tidy and organized. What I mean by that, I could have put more money in here for today, but I didn't. So obviously, this is Dominican pesos. You don't have that money, I guess. So what I mean, for example, I keep my money organized. Higher bills to lower bills, and always at the same direction. So you might think, oh, that's a stupid thing. No, everything is energy. You don't want to have clutter. You want to have it organized. You want to take care of it. You want to know exactly where is what. And you want to have it very nice and organized. Okay? So that's one thing. Take care of your money. That's such a practical little habit that will make a difference. And I will add one thing to this that will make it even way more powerful. Okay. Be intentional with it. Don't let it be messy. No messiness around money anymore. Nice, clean, always have cash with you. Well, some countries, I mean, in the States, it's not so much with cash, but if it's your credit cards, papers, do this today. Do this today after the show. Organize and clean up your wallet. Now, my bonus tip to this one that I've been doing for a long time. I started this when money was, or my money anxiety, or my lack of money, or whatever we want to call it, was really, really bad. Like $100 back then was a lot of money for me. So, and many, many, many years ago, I don't even remember how and why, but I heard it somewhere. It's like, always have $100 bill in your purse or wallet or whatever it's called. Now, in the beginning, this was a big challenge for me. It's like $100. It's a lot of money. And it's not about spending it necessarily. It's about you keeping that $100 bill in your purse. What's the difference between purse and wallet, by the way? I mean, for English native people. So I'm just going to say purse, and if that's the wrong word for it, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So having that $100 bill in your purse gives you the first of all, it's abundant in your purse, and you could buy something if you wanted to. Of course, you want to be very intentional. You don't put the $100 bill to just waste it, but it's about having it in there, the energy of it, and you have always $100 available no matter what. And if $100 is nothing for you, then put 1,000. Or if $100 is way too much for you and that freaks you out, then put a 50. But have it always in your purse. Okay, so that's habit number 1. And if anything comes up with it, it's like, oh, that's too simple, or that's stupid, or that's genius, leave me a comment below. I want to know what you think about this. This is habit number 1. Take care of your money, respect it, keep it nice and tidy, organize it. Okay. The second habit is speak about your money in a positive attitude. Now, there's a lot to it, and also some of these habits might need some more work on the underlying issues, and that's why I'm offering this Clear Your Money Blocks offer in just a little bit. So you want to pay attention to that one. Now, speak about your money with a positive attitude. Imagine money is a friend versus an enemy, number 1. Imagine, how are you talking to someone? What is the relationship you want to have with money? How are you generally thinking and talking about money? Just tune in for a moment. What is it that when you have a bill or you have an invoice and you're paying for it, or a payment is coming up, or you're going to the grocery store, or you want to, like, in general, and be honest with yourself. I don't need to know right now, but be honest with yourself. What's the thoughts and the words and the energy you bring into when you talk about money? Also, how do you talk about money when you talk about others, and not others, with others about money? So speak about your money with a positive attitude. And I want to give you a few examples and I talk about this a lot with watch your language. Energy, everything is energy. Words are energy. Language is powerful. The words you're using is powerful. So I remember, I don't say that anymore. And if you've followed me for a while, you know that I often invite you to stop saying I can't, right? So, and be honest with yourself, because I said it like a million times. How often do you say, I can't afford this? For you, you don't even have to tell me, just for you. It's just for you, an inventory. Just be honest with yourself. If I would have gotten $1 for every time I said, I can't afford this, I would be a billionaire, okay? So everything I'm sharing with you, by the way, is things that I've worked through. I've had the worst money mindset, and it comes also out of a underlying not enoughness, by the way, but that goes deeper. But stop saying, I can't afford it. Stop saying you can't afford it. Choose a different language. And I give you just 1 or 2 examples. You can do way more, but say, instead of saying, I can't afford it, you say, I choose not to invest. The energy alone is so different. I choose not to invest in this. And I'm pausing here for a little bit, because even you might have heard this before, and I'm teaching this my clients so many times that keep saying it, because it took me also. It takes practice, it takes awareness, because you don't notice when you say it unless you notice, and then you call yourself out of it. I choose not to invest. This is not important enough for me to go over the stress, maybe, to come up with the money. So stop saying these things. And also things like, oh, it's not important, or oh, I have to pay this bill. Oh, I'm so fed up with money. Oh, I have never enough. Whatever your words are, talk in a positive attitude about money. Talk positively about money, whatever that looks like for you. Does that make sense? Is this landing? I want to hear what you, let me check here. I choose not to invest in this. Love that. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you for that. You're so welcome. That is so important. And if you might have had interaction with me, if you were blessed enough that I might have made you an offer at some point and you said, oh, I'm not able to, or you said, I can't afford it. And I didn't pressure you or convince you to do it. I just gave you that teaching and that little coaching for free. It's like, yes, you can, you are able, and you could afford it if you really wanted to, but it's okay not to. There's so much shame about even saying no. It's like, no, I don't want to invest in this. This is not important enough for me, or I'm too scared to invest. I'm choosing not to, right? Okay, good. Way more to saying to that, but that's habit number 2. Now, when it comes to that, that comes really from conditioning and programming. It's a collective thing. It's a generational thing. It's a family thing. Now, because I know it takes more to clear your money blocks, I want to take a moment, if I have your permission, to share what I'm going to offer you. So whether you join or not, just I'm happy and appreciate you holding the space, because if it does resonate with you, and if you do want to clear your money blocks today, you're going to love this. So this is what I have for you. This month, on Saturday, 22nd, I don't even work on weekends. You see, like, I'm so called to do this, and I'm only going to do it one time this year. It's not the thing that I generally put my energy in, but I want to help you because I want you to do the work. I want you to keep investing in yourself. And money and your relationship with money has a lot to do with your relationship to yourself and your self-image. Now, on Saturday, the 22nd, of January at 12 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to do a very special and unique Clear Your Money Blocks workshop. And here's what you want to get. It's going to be a 2-hour workshop. And what I'm going to do a lot of different techniques that I've learned over the last 20 years. But to give you a rough overview what you're going to get, because that's important, I'm going to start the whole workshop with a chakra alignment, with a chakra reset, just to get your energy into an alignment so that you are open to receive as much as you can in that setting. And then I'm going to also induce the energy of expansion, because the last 2 years, let's be honest, with the pandemic and the fear and the scarcity and the grief, like, our energy field is shrank. So it's just like this, it's contracted. And it's really about this year is to go into expansion again. So I'm going to induce that energy. I have a chart with the most common money blocks to abundance. It's a total of 69 limiting beliefs that most likely yours is there on 99% for sure. So I'm going to, through a self-testing techniques that I know, test for the group the top 5 limiting money blocks, and I'm going to work and clear those. And I'm also going to do a general clearing of those whole charts, of those whole 69 beliefs. So I'm going to do this in that group setting. And at the end, I'm also going to guide an energy meditation or affirmation to support the journey continuing on. And you will get that as a recording, as a little meditation, as a support. You will get the recording anyway if you cannot join live, but that piece of meditation will support you ongoing. Okay. I'm so excited about doing this. And here's what you get. Like, the value of this, I could easily charge $1,000 for this. Easily. The value that I'm going to bring in is just like collected over 20 years of work. Now, I'm not going to even charge half of it. So if your money stuff is already coming up, it's like, $1,000, is she crazy? Write it down. I want you to write it down. Now, again, I'm not even going to charge you half of it. Okay, but I do want you to write down what's coming up for you. Because if you do join, I want you to bring it in. And if you're not joining, use what's coming up for you today to keep working on your money stuff. Okay, so I came up, I said, okay, I'm not going to charge half of it, and I'm not going to charge even half of that, $250. I said, okay, I'm going to charge $250 because I want to make this accessible for as many people as possible, and also on a Saturday where you most likely, hopefully, you don't work. And then I came up with the number 222 because I love numbers, and 222 had a better energy than 250. So the workshop is going to be $222. That's a steal. However, I'm just so excited because you're here live if this resonates with you and you do want to join, for 1 hour, you're going to get this whole workshop for $99. $99 for 1 hour. And you can join, like it's going to be valid for an hour. So if you're already wanting to join, great. And if you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to miss out, you're not going to miss out as long as it's your life. Okay. Now take a nice deep breath and tune into that and ask yourself the question, is this something I want to invest or not? You know the answer already. If you do want to join, you just go to my website, soniabuenodelattorre.com, and you go to Money Workshop 99. Okay. And I'm going to share with you the next 2 habits. And I'm happy and thankful that you gave me the time and space to share this, because this is really important to me. I really want you to clear this stuff. And I want to share a little story that came up when I was preparing to do this workshop and I was downloading the information that was coming through me. I've been most of my life, even though when I was earning, back in the days, I used to own a fitness gym back in the days in Germany. I had a period of my life where I made a lot of money, and then I gave everything away to go to India to find myself, and I lost everything, so to say, in a way. I lost everything. And for the longest time, there was always that it's not enough. I never have enough. I will never make it. I can't afford it. Always fear around money constantly. And it creeps up still sometimes. So I'm still working on that. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm okay with continuously working on myself and investing in that when it comes up with money. And my mindset often was like, when I wanted to buy something or book something, I always wanted to find the cheapest option. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm still very mindful where I put my money. And if I can find the same quality and the same value somewhere a little cheaper, yeah, absolutely. However, I want to tell you my rental car disaster story to illustrate how damaging or how much energy that cost. So a couple of years ago, I went to Miami. I had to go to the consulate to do something. Anyway, so I had to fly to the States, to Miami. I had to book a flight, book a hotel. And that was already super, super stressful for me. And then I was like, okay, I'm only going to be there for a day. It's going to be stressful. Let me rent a car. Okay. And I wanted to find the cheapest option. And I was looking back and forth, right, left, and center. It took me, I might have spent 1 or 2 hours. Imagine the value, the money, like it was so not worth it looking back, but this story might resonate with you. And then I checked different third-party providers. Long story short, I found the kind of like the cheapest option. I booked that. And I felt like, okay, I got it. Like this money, just cheap, the cheapest, and don't have enough. And I arrive at the airport in Miami, and I go through where all the rental car companies are, and it was quite a walk to get there actually. And then I didn't find the one that I had booked, of course, because it was a cheap one. You get what you buy for, okay? And so I had a phone number and I called them and they said, oh no, they're not at the airport. They're a little bit further away. I can either go there, and it's like, yeah, with what? I don't have a car, right? Or they're gonna send a shuttle. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the shuttle. It took me like several times to call them for anyone to pick up even. So I wasted another, I don't know, an hour at least. And I was so stressed out to get picked up, get to the rental car place. Then I was at the rental car place, and then they told me, oh yeah, I have to pay extra insurance. And it's like, no, but I booked the insurance already. It's like, no, yeah, but that was this anyway. So I got even more worked up. It's like, now I have to pay even more. Now I'm laughing about it, but I was in such a bad energy. I remember really being so upset with that girl who was kind of like on the other side of the counter, that afterwards, when I kind of got a moment to set myself straight, I went back and said, I'm so sorry. I know this is not you. That was me. I apologize for freaking out on you because it was not her issue. I booked it. My point in sharing this with you, my attention to make it as cheap as possible wasted a lot of precious time that I could have done differently. Ultimately, I didn't even save because I had to pay extra, and the time that it took me from going there to there, and then later to bring back the car there. And because it was early morning, I had to take a taxi back to the airport. It wasn't worth it at all. But that was my life. So I'm sharing this with you because I've done this many, many, many times. And I'm just curious, can you relate to that? Have you ever experienced something like that, that you felt like, oh, I want to save money and I want to have it cheap, 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 cheap. And then ultimately you paid even more and it was so stressful that it wasn't worth it. So I'm sure you can relate, but I'd be curious to hear. Okay. And please, if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. And once you open up the page, Sonia Bueno de la Torre /money workshop 99, you're going to have 1 hour to get the special bonus. Okay, so habit number three, and that could maybe trigger something because it sounds so simple, and it might not work right overnight, but it could. Habit number 3, expect money. Expect money to come. Now, so just tune in what comes up. It's like, oh, what? What's coming up? It's like, expect money. And I tell you why. Everything is energy. Energy follows attention. And it's not necessarily that, oh, I expect money to fly from the sky. You know, it's like, but be open to receive continuously. Make it a habit. I'm talking about a habit because it's something that you consciously choose. At some point, it's unconscious. But at the beginning, when you create a new habit, you make a conscious choice. Expect money. Be open to receive. This is particularly could resonate with if you are also offering a service, or if you're a healer or coach yourself. I work with a lot of healers, coaches, entrepreneurs, and often the money issue comes up with their work. They might have something valuable to give, but they reduce their prices, they discounted it, they give it away for free. And I do a lot for free. Don't get like, it's great to give for free. But I mean, it's your work. You want to get compensated for it and you want to feel good about it. So expect money. Expect it. Every time you think, oh, I want to sell this, or I'm going to offer my service, or whatever it is, you say, oh, no one is going to buy, or this is not going to work, or oh, this is too expensive. Whatever your money story is, switch and say, I expect money to come in. Just that, nothing more. Don't be attached. Don't do much about it. It's a habit. Expect money. That's habit number 3. And please, I would love to hear some of your stuff that's coming up. So if you leave me some comments with what are you things that get triggered, what do you love so far, what do you don't like, what do you reject, where do you feel triggered, where do you feel excited? Like, share with me what's coming up for you. Time of the workshop is 12 p.m. Eastern, Debbie. Thank you for, Saturday, 22nd at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So let me see if I missed something here. Okay, habit number 3. And when you tune into, hey, expect money, also ask yourself, how does that look for you? For you, it might look completely different. So create your own version of this. Okay? I love habit number 4. And all the habits that I shared so far, you can replace them with any other area. You could be, I don't know, maybe you have a luck or struggle in relationship. You can actually use all these as well, because talk positively about relationships. Expect positive relationships. Take care of your relationships or health or business or whatever it is. You can apply this to anything. And habit number 4 is so simple and so great. So habit number 4 is smile when you think about money. I will say more to this, but it's so simple. Smile when you think or speak about money. It's easier when you do an internal. It's more like when you are internally thinking about money. Smile when you think about money. Why? Even just smile for a moment right now. It doesn't matter if it's fake, by the way. Totally doesn't matter. Like, just smile for a moment. Just smile, even if it's fake. The emotion, the smile creates certain emotions and hormones that actually increases your mood, right? Even if you fake it, right? Of course, if it's authentic, it will do a better job, but fake it until you make it. So when you think about money, even when you're thinking about something, oh my God, I can't afford it, you smile right away and you just smile. You smile when you think about money. Imagine money as someone that you love. And when you think about that person, it makes you smile. And then when you think about money, you smile. So how can you apply this? This is the easiest. And here I have an invitation for you. Whether you believe in any of this, whether you love it or you dislike it, try it out for at least 7 days. Do this until next Monday for the Soul Infused Monday show. And the whole January is going to be about abundance and creating an incredible start to the new year. Last week I talked about how to create more peace and balance. Today it's about money. It's all about energy. The whole January will be packed with stuff to help you with that. So for 7 days, who is willing to smile when you think about money for 7 days? If it says you, raise your hand. I want to see it here in the comment. Raise your hand. Are you willing to do it 7 days? Yeah, just a little bit is okay. Try it out. Yes. And again, you don't have to even take anything of what I'm sharing here. It's really up to you. It's so up to you. See what to help, like do it even if you think it's not working, because you have nothing to lose really. A smile when you think about money. So next time you pay a bill, you apply everything that I said before and you pay the bill smiling. Smile when you pay the bill. Smile next time you pay at the restaurant. When you buy something online, maybe you go to an online shop, you buy something, smile, be positive about it. Otherwise, just don't do it. Anything that you do next time that is related to money, smile. If you have not signed up for the workshop yet, and you're going to sign up for the workshop, for the money clearing block workshop, however it's called, smile. If you've already signed up, I hope you had a smile in your face. And if you didn't have the smile before, I hope you have it now, okay? Okay, I do have 2 bonuses, 2 bonus tips. But I want to recap all the 4 habits. And again, my invitation for 1 hour, once you open the link, you can join me. And for certain, an incredible group of women and men are invited too, by the way. So if you want to bring your husband, your son, or your neighbor, if you have friends that you want to invite for 1 hour, if you go to my website /moneyworkshop99, you will get it for 99 instead of 222. Bonus number 1, and that relates a little bit about with the people that you surround yourself. Now, we surround ourselves with like-minded people, generally in a good and also in a not so beneficial way. So take inventory and check, okay, how am I talking about money? If you do actually, with whom and how? So if you are determined and if you are willing and ready for this year to say, hey, I'm going to take this on. Like I'm done with, oh, I'm not enough and I don't have enough and I'm still struggling and thinking about it. Whether you have it or not, share it with someone else, share it with a friend, share it with a colleague, or do this together so that you have someone that can call you out. You know, I do this for my clients constantly when they, you know, I make them pay attention. It's like, you just said that. Did you notice? Oh, no, I didn't. Share the words with your friend. For example, hey, I am determined for this year to stop saying I can't afford it. I want to say instead, I choose not to invest. So I'm sharing this with you so that maybe you want to join as well. And would you be so kind and supportive to call me out when you hear me say that? Super powerful. You will need help. This is super simple, but it's not so easy. And also, I just had a thought that I wanted to share. If you're watching the replay and you think, oh, I wasn't live, I wasn't there for the hour. If you watch the replay and you do want to join, if you go to the link, you will still have 24 hours to get it for 111, because I love those numbers. 111. So today live, you get it for 99 for 1 hour, and you have still 24 hours. If you're watching the replay, or you joined late, or you have to sort out something, you get it for 111. After that, it's 222. That's even still a steal. Okay. My bonus tip number 2. Bonus tip number 2. That's more like when you're caught up in the stress of it. You know, I know, you know, when I tune in, I know how anxious and stressful that can be. Like that money anxiety and struggle around money and that anxiety, I know it so well. I know how devastating that sometimes can feel, and it can shake up the whole foundation of not feeling safe. That's why a lot of those money beliefs that are blocking us come from a very foundational conditioning, and it makes us not feel safe. And so I really, my heart is really with you on this one. So one thing that does help sometimes, and you can see if that helps you, when you are completely caught up in that and you feel like the worst of the worst, and you're judging yourself maybe even, and you think you're never going to make it, and you're so caught up in your own money struggle, get yourself out and focus on someone else and help someone, or an animal. It could be anything, but go and ask yourself, okay, I'm going to disengage. I'm going to not participate in this negative, really not supportive state of mind that I'm in. I'm going to shift and check. I'm going to help someone else instead. I'm going to do something for someone else instead, or an animal, or volunteer, or maybe you want to go to the shelter, or whatever it is. It could even be so simple to grab your phone, think of someone you love, and you send them a message to inspire them or to send them good vibes, something to make someone else feel good. Disengage from your own and focus on serving someone else, helping someone else. That can very often really help you to at least get out of that anxiety and intensity of being caught up in your own money struggle. Does it make sense? Okay. And I see so many comments here. I want to go through a few of them, and also want to see if I missed a question or something that I didn't reply, it's because I get so many comments here right now. So please just connect with me afterwards again. And I would love to hear from you. First of all, I would love to hear who's I don't know, but who's joining me on the 22nd to create this year of abundance. And abundance is, of course, so much more than money. But money is a big one for us. But abundance has so much more. It's a state of being. Abundance is abundance in friendship, in health, in love, in communication, in connection, in presence, in soul connection. So, if you're ready to create more abundance with me this year, I'm so excited if you're joining. So go to my website, soniabuonodellatorre.com. I'm going to put the link here in the chat box so you can just click on it and make it easier for you. I hope that worked. But I'm going to take a moment here, and I would love to hear from you. What's your number one takeaway from today? What's your number one takeaway from today? Tune in, really tune in. Let it anchor, let it sit there. What's your number one takeaway from this show today? And share with me. Leave me a comment, send me a message, leave me a review, whatever works for you. Okay. Tina is joining, Lynn is joining. Yes, yes. My favorite people. So Darlene is saying, this show didn't resonate for me and I was going to skip it, but so glad I'm here. Your enthusiasm has been fun and energizing, and your offering of the workshop is so generous, though I didn't think it resonated for me. But I still have wonky thoughts about money and will sign up. I love you, Darlene. Yes, please sign up. Yeah, I love you. And you know what I love? First of all, I love your honesty and sharing, because yeah, it might really not resonate with everyone. And nevertheless, these habits can be applied to other areas. And yes, Darlene, I love what you just said. There's sometimes the underlying things. And here's one other thing that I want to say, even if it doesn't resonate so much with you. Clearing those beliefs and doing the work on that workshop will clear something in you. Whether that's particularly money or not, it will help you to release some stuck energy. And I have a trauma release technique that I'm also using. So because often those money beliefs are attached to trauma. So I just love that you shared that. Thank you for being so honest. Linda is saying, I'll smile when I think about money. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I'm seeing a few raised hands here. Yes, yes. And Tina is excited about putting cash in her wallet. I love it. I love it. Yes. $100 bill or whatever. It doesn't even matter. I mean, if you're not in the US, I'm not even in the US, but I have a $100 bill here for me anyway. And yeah, you can relate to the rental car incident. The cheapest is ingrained in me, likely from parents who lived during the USA depression. Yeah, fortunately, I have changed my outlook. Wonderful. And quality of time have more value for me now. Beautiful, Darlene. Yeah, why don't have both, right? Okay, there are more, but I want to be also mindful of your time. I want to see some of the biggest takeaways here. Biggest takeaways. Always smile when you think about money. Love it. It's so good. Expect money to come. I love it, Gwen. Yes. Habit number 4, smile when you think about money. Yes. Isn't that such a good one? So simple. I swear to God, if you do this regularly, if you create a habit out of this will change your life. You can always improve on your abundant thinking. Absolutely, constantly, consistently. I've been working on my money like for years, like at least for over a decade. But to be honest, like only the last maybe 3, 4, 5 years that I kind of like really took it upon me, because I did always focus on something else and it wasn't too important for me. Until I realized, like, because I said it's not important, it wasn't in my life as much. Little red flag here. My son leaves exactly right during the workshop. Oh, exactly. Okay. Hard for me to believe. I think that's my problem to shift. That's okay. Just write it down. It's okay that you feel this way. Of course, that stuff. Of course, you have that belief. That's totally okay. That you don't believe it. Totally okay. Write it down. Look into that deeper. If you don't come to the workshop, just work with your coach or with someone else that does the work. Love it. Embrace it. Welcome it. That's not your problem. That's your opportunity, Debbie. Your rental car experience resonated with me because I too have found going cheaper can turn into being more expensive. Yes, happened to me several times in my life. I'm in. Thanks for your comment and support. You're so welcome. Smile, smile. Be open to receiving. Yeah, great takeaway. Keep money neat is important. So important. Everything is energy. True. Okay, fantastic. Wow, that was the longest Soul Infused Monday show in a while, but I felt it's so important. It's so foundational. Now, if there's even only a little tweak somewhere that thinks, oh, I would like to do it, but, and you have that but, just jump. You know already if you want to join or not. Don't let that belief system hold you back. If you don't want to join, please listen to yourself. Like, I'm not attached to you coming. I just don't want you to talk yourself out of it because of a limiting money block that we actually want to get rid of. Okay? Thank you so much for being here today. I love you. I appreciate you. I have so much other good stuff coming up this year. So please stay tuned. Come back next Monday. Check your emails. I will be sharing more and more and more this year. It's going to be a great year. I know last year wasn't so good for so many. For some it was, but this year is going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. Smile. Expect it to happen. Take care of your money. Talk positively about your money. Even only those two are great. Okay. See you next week. I love you. Thank you. Have a fantastic rest of your day and week. Much, much love.